3, 2. I think we got ignition. I'm not sure.
Press the button, son.
I did push the button.
You press the button.
I don't think
it's like the startup, like a Bugatti or something. Start up like a Lamborghini. Just hit the button. You know, you got the start button.
I don't know.
Flip the joint up.
I may have to read begin out stream. Come on, y'all.
It'll pop up, Sean. It'll pop up.
No, son. They got us live on this stream. What is this?
What? We got 2 joints going at one time? Oh, shit.
No, we have no joints going at one time.
Oh, none?
I'm going to just keep it on this one and change the damn name of it. Is that a thing you can do? We're about to learn right now.
We're going to learn right now.
Apparently you can.
Okay. So you changing it to what? Son, stop, son. Don't make that noise, man. Sound like one of your old clients.
One of the son, we all live, so take it easy.
Okay. I'm gonna be easy. I'm always easy, son. I ain't say nothing. Oh, like you mean about your clients or something?
Right.
Yeah,
well,
I don't want to say.
Right. Well, right. We don't want to say the wrong thing. NWK. Diddy Trial, Koryoku.
Said Cardi B.
That's good enough. That's good.
Sure.
Probably something I don't want to say. All right, y'all. I think we can begin the show. Although we Okay. Yeah, there we go. We got a connection.
What's up, y'all?
They say the connection is excellent.
That's what we like. We like excellency.
That's what they say. All right, I see us moving in there. Yeah, they say the connection is excellent.
All right, that's what's up.
What's up, family? We back,
back, baby.
We back out here. Listen, forgive us if some of the stuff we did yesterday we had to do over again. There was a technical problem, but we back.
Slight technical problem.
Slight, very, very minor. Nothing. It ain't a problem we can't fix.
Right. It's not a problem that I can't fix.
Right, you're supposed to pick up the other hat, son. Right. For the old
Okay.
school heads, niggas don't know what we talking about.
That shit.
All right, I had enough looking at Flacco. Let's start with somebody else. We do got some stuff coming from my peoples, but we owe him a couple of hours and shit. His check was a little bit late, so we ducking him out for a minute. So we gonna start with the first, probably the top of the news today when we talk about celebrity stuff. The title of this video is Cardi B and Offset broke up, blah blah blah, and then she got with Stephon Diggs, who's even worse.
Diggs,
right. So basically, Cardi B left her family to go get on some Diddy activities with Tay Diggs. I mean, not Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
The running back ass nigga.
Stephon Diggs. Yeah, he used to play for Buffalo, and then he played for I forgot who else he played.
Right. And he pounded them hoes into the ground.
Nah, he was nice though.
He do be. And Cardi B left her family to go and get in some Diddy activities with
dug out basically
with not Tay Diggs. All right, here we go. The title of this video is Cardi B goes ballistic after Offset files for spousal support and says she's barely with the kids. He wants some money too.
Wow, crazy on Offset on Twitter Spaces. Now this comes after the news dropped yesterday with him asking for spousal support in the divorce situation. So they going back and forth when it comes to the court for a divorce, and he asked for spousal support. Now Cardi B said she was going to let it slide and just fight it out in court until he responded to Lauren LaRosa's request for a statement with his team saying a bunch of things, but the one thing that she said set her off was him saying she was a bad mom, a deadbeat mom type ish. So Pete, what Lauren LaRosa said right here real quick.
Offset team says that he does not need the money, that this was filed because he alleges that Cardi B was trying to come.
They got this nigga Offset in a little drummer boy jacket.
You got a jacket like that, don't you?
No, nigga.
At him on things that were not fair. He alleges that she wants to decide when he can see the kids. He also alleges that Cardi B is asking for everything, like the properties and the cars. So his attorneys did this. And he also alleges, and this is a big allegation, he also alleges that he did this because Cardi B is barely ever with their kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, see,
yeah, but what they got to do with asking for money?
No, son. I
You
mean,
threw that out there. Just do that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
she got
yeah,
more
yeah.
money. That's why he did this, because she got more money than him.
Or if he got custody,
He got
of
a
the
nice
kids,
amount of money,
or
but
if
she got more.
Oh, he got a piece of change.
Of course, he got a piece of change, but he got that has. If that were the case, he'd be just suing for full custody. He's not just doing that.
Or suing for spite. He be doing that in spite. Women do it all the time.
Sure.
So it was good for the goose.
It's good for the gander, sure, but don't make it sound like. I mean, she could be a bad mother as well, but that's not. I don't think that's why he suing for spousal support. He wants that paper, man.
Yeah, you get a couple of dollars. Get a
I heard that. Now,
Right. That's not the answer. When it's if it was about her ability to parent, you'd be suing for custody more than anything. But here we go.
Cardi B said that set her off. Here goes the Twitter Spaces, the most I could catch where her going crazy. You know we got to cut out the curse words. This girl cursed like a seller. Peep this real quick.
You're not gonna.
They said she likes smoking cigarettes around babies. That's what they
She
said.
probably smoked cigarettes while she had a baby in her belly.
Right. Well, I don't know about that. Allegedly. These are all
Allegedly.
allegations, but they said that she be smoking cigarettes and she give them oodles and noodles all the time if they don't have a nanny home.
Sit here and try to bash me as a mother when I pay for everything. Because you left me with a bill for a whole entire year and I haven't said a thing. You don't even offer.
Because you got all the money.
So stop playing with me. Dad, I'm trying to keep everything. What is everything? What's everything? What's everything? You want to split the Atlanta house? Let's split it. Yo, I'm still paying. He hasn't paid the mortgage for a whole year in the Atlanta house. You're in the Atlanta house right now. And you're be going over there. And I want you, and you know what's so crazy? I be wanting to go over there and clap the up. Because at the end of the day, I'm paying for the bill in that because you haven't paid for a whole year. But you know what? You harass me so much.
You said you want to clap it up like she wanted to empty the clip in it?
Either that or take Stephon Diggs over there and get clapped up. I mean,
Something about clap. I heard that, right?
yeah, we heard something about clapping.
When I be with my I just want peace. I want peace. You want to be with your in this house? Alright, fine. Just please leave me alone. I just want niggas to leave me the alone. I just want to be left alone. I want to be free. Baby, whatever the you want, I'll give it to you. I just want to be free. I don't want to be called 40,000 times. Threatening me. And I've been trying to protect your image. But you asking me for spousal support. And it's like, wow, that's some real shit. And then when people ask you for spousal support, you're trying to make it seem like because I'm a bad mom. Well, when you tell niggas that I'm a bad mom, make sure you tell that Cardi B, Belcalis, Marlenis, Manzar is paying $50,000 a month for her kids because you don't help me with nothing.
Pause that, son. You think she's a good mother, son? I mean, just take this interview out of what we listening to right now.
I
mean,
think she has enough money and staff to be a reasonable mother. I think had the circumstances been different and she just had to work a regular job and had a kid on her hip and all that, I think them babies going with the grandmother. That's just what I think.
Did you just say money and staff? I asked you a legitimate question.
It's easy to if you got 4 people holding the baby, this, that, and baby, all you gotta do is kiss the baby and say good night. Yeah, it's real easy to be a good mother.
Oh, but that's not a good mother then. That's somebody else.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because they're
passing a buck.
Huh?
She's passing. If that is the case, then she's passing a buck.
That's not true. So so are you not able to be a good mother and have staff?
Yeah, you should.
Right,
at
so
their status, they should have staff. They should have maids, drivers, and all that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about
but if the tables was turned, I don't think she'd be that same good mom. I think she's a reasonable mom now.
How about this? She started out, and this is not taking anything away from her as an individual, as a background as a stripper. We heard about she used to drug dudes and rob them in Philly when she was a stripper and all that. Yeah, she probably excellent mom. My bad. I'm thinking about it.
No, what I'm saying is
probably a great person.
What is easy for her with enough staff and all that other stuff to, she got to read a book before bedtime. She do only the kissy hug. Listen to me. I'm saying she do only the kissy huggy stuff. None of the hard work, none of the wiping asses, none of the making dinner, none of the stuff that makes being a mom tough. Sure. When mom is only hugs.
You just said she smoked cigarettes and feed the kids oodles and noodles. No. Allegedly.
Son, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. And you don't, not you too now. Fuck.
Yeah.
You sound like the people in the
vicious rumor.
Go tell the people when's the last time you seen your kids. And you know what you did? You You coerced my daughter. You did a video and you keep threatening about this video. I don't give a. I take a picture every single day. I can tell y'all every single day where I be at work. You coerced my daughter to say on FaceTime, oh, I miss my mommy. She's never here. She this, and that. And every single day you threaten me with that video. Like if I don't be busting my ass for that.
Want to lose 15 to 20% of your weight in a year? Try Rose Insurance Checker.
I got one even better.
Kids.
I got one even better. How about this conversation she having right now?
Right.
She hollering and screaming.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's probably right there.
Shit, it doesn't matter.
It's a possibility. The kid's probably right there listening to this.
That would suck too, but also coupled with the fact it's on the internet. That's not great parenting. But I'm just saying, one action of poor parenting, I don't think makes you a poor parent. But this is definitely not
a short demonstration.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it.
Yes. And you know I was gonna stay quiet, but you're not gonna be sitting here in the industry trying to say that I'm a fuck mom. They gotta bust my ass for these kids. And you haven't helped me with for a year. You need help. You need to go to. I don't know where you need that. You need some help. I've been giving you grace because I know you're not mentally well. I've been giving you some grace because
he not mentally well.
So Cardi B and Offset, they recently just got divorced.
Yeah. I don't even know if they all the way divorced yet.
But this right here is like the end result. It's getting up. This is the beginning of the ugly.
Yeah. This is what it's come down to. This is definitely the type of stuff you need to keep in the house. And I'm not going to automatically say that I assume she's a bad mother, but like you said, the traits these actions are poor.
Super.
Certainly. It don't look too good. Let me know what you think, y'all. You know, we ain't gonna go through the whole thing because I got a feeling the Cardi gonna keep just yelling and screaming. Nigga, I know what a screaming baby mama sound like, nigga.
Right.
You want to see it? Come around me sometimes.
Nah, don't.
You get a taste of that shit.
Don't say that.
Anyway, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
All right, what else we got up here? I didn't even pop out the chat, yo.
Son, I told you, man.
Come on now.
Telling the ladies
chat. Start to see y'all. Come into the room, y'all. Come inside this room.
Come holler at us, man.
Ladies, pop out your chat. We out here.
Don't pop your chat.
We done got back. Certainly pop your chat out.
Keep me in your bustiers.
We love the chats popped out. That's what the chat says? I thought the chat was something else.
No, man.
I'm like talking about pop out the middle, nigga.
Chat.
The chat. Nah, I'm just talking. Don't.
Right.
Don't pop out your chats, lady. Keep them in. All right, the title of this next video is New Evidence Proves Tory Lanez Got Framed and Set Up by Megan Thee Stallion. Here we go.
Information that will exonerate Tory Lanez and destroy and ruin Megan Thee Stallion's career and her credibility. And they laid everything out on a new website. Congresswoman Anna Paulina is the mastermind behind this new website to
And they got the Olympic skier fucking turtleneck on and shit like this shit when they drinking the cocoa when they off.
exonerate Tory.
Oh God, you got one of them bitches.
No, man. I don't.
Lanez. And it all stemmed from a tweet that she posted a week ago where she says in 36 hours, we will be releasing new bombshell information that would exonerate Tory Lanez. It wasn't released within 36 hours, but instead they started a website coined after the term 36 hours later and released all the information on that website. A lot of people have questioned her motives, why a congresswoman, a Republican at that, wants to get involved in a Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion hip-hop drama.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird. Like, where you come from, lady? You got a left
A
field.
congressperson?
Right. She's probably a big hip-hop fan. She's like, I like Tory.
Somebody
Let's
put
get
some
him out.
money on that.
But she just came out to say she's involved because she truly believes that Tory Lanez was railroaded by a corrupt democratic system. Tory's team did a great job at telling the full story and not just bombarding us with new information right away. One of the initial pieces and the first step, they pointed out information that contradicted the storyline that Tory Lanez told Megan Thee Stallion's dance bit and then fired 6 shots at her. They released footage of Megan Thee Stallion admitting that she stepped on glass, but not just that. In this interaction with the police, Megan Thee Stallion was very concerned about her going to jail and her being in trouble. And to me, that's very strange. A gunshot victim being really concerned about the police discovering something that could send her to jail doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's kind of
that's the whole why. What are we doing?
Right. Why are you concerned about that if you got shot in the foot?
Right. You should have been the one that called if you shot and so hurt.
Right.
This isn't Megan Thee Stallion's first run-in with the law. Megan Thee Stallion has a long rap sheet, bro. Megan Thee Stallion has multiple mugshots out there. So Megan Thee Stallion understands the law. If you did nothing wrong and you are the gunshot victim, why would you be going to jail for getting shot?
What's that? Do you think we can go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out.
Yo, that's definitely how you ask that question when you're in a questionable
You think we going to jail?
Yeah.
Not him. You think we going to jail?
That's like when they pull a car over and you in the passenger seat. You like, damn, I ain't really had nothing, but I did kind of have.
I do got the warrants. The warrants is kind of.
As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly. Okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think. I really cannot go to jail. Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I.
Okay.
That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot?
I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. I mean, no.
I didn't get shot.
She just said I did not get shot. We heard it out of her mouth.
I didn't get shot.
Right.
She was also very concerned about her image and how this story would make her look. The storyline of getting super drunk at Kylie Jenner's house, trying to fight Kylie Jenner, fighting your best friend, fighting a man.
Yeah, she be fighting.
Trying to fight Kylie Jenner.
She a giant stallion.
How hot? She's not a stallion. A stallion is a male horse, son.
Maybe she got a ding-a-ling.
I didn't.
At night, being exposed for sleeping with the man that your best friend is doing a sneaky link with, that looks bad for you. That looks horrible. And then stepping on a glass because you're super intoxicated and you're just drunk looks horrible. But the storyline of this really angry man shot at you because you stood up for yourself, now that storyline looks wonderful for your career. So you could understand
empowering.
And how that got concocted as soon as she picked up that phone and called Rock Nation about the quote unquote incident afterwards. I can almost tell you how that conversation went, bruh. Don't say nothing. Let's intervene. Let's try to get this all cleaned up.
You need the
We got it.
Just stay back.
Just hold your breath.
best templates for your videos. Go to Motion Array to get unlimited, easy-to-use templates made by leading designers.
Right.
Because looking like a horrible drunk who was sleeping with your best friend's man looks crazy. Now, the police didn't just take her word for it. The police did their investigation at the scene. And at the scene, they discovered enough evidence to show that Megan Thee Stallion stepped on glass, which is why when the police charged Tory Lanez initially, they only charged Tory Lanez for gun possession because they found a gun, I think, on the passenger side of the vehicle.
Shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatch.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so far.
I feel like it was all them in the car. Why would he automatically get the gun?
Right.
It was sitting there, but we out there. Who knows who threw that? And you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's 4 people in the car.
That's weird.
What happened in the vehicle?
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told. Okay.
And then there's some cash over, looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay. And then, do we know how she got cut?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself.
Okay.
Getting out of the vehicle.
Okay. So her friends didn't cut her then.
Right.
Well,
That's the glass bottle right there.
Right. With her blood on it. With her DNA on it.
Rear passengers step out of the vehicle. See your hands.
Now who they got the gun on? That's Tory or who?
Put my joints on. Let me see.
I think it's visible, nigga. All right, I'm gonna let it ride.
Show us your hands. Hold your hands up. Okay? Come out, people passenger with your hands up.
That like a woman.
That's
like a woman. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a chick. That's a frame of a woman.
That's probably the Kelsey girl. Because I don't think Megan had that on. She
I don't
because they had on
want-
beige,
I
whoever that
don't
was.
want- we know that ain't Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez ain't built like that.
Move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going.
They're like, oh, I stepped on the
that's the
glass.
woman.
God damn it. Look at
Hey,
it.
stop, stop. Move to the left. Keep moving.
Back to the glass.
There's the actual glass bottles. Like, what's going on?
Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going.
The corruption here is crazy. The police officer literally watched her with her own eyes, seen her in 4K with her own eyes, stepping on the bottle, and then began to limp. She stepped.
Okay, so that was Megan.
That was Megan that got out with the glass.
Like, we see when she got injured.
Right. No gunshot.
No.
On the bottle in front of the police officers. You just heard her say, oh man, she just stepped on the bottle and she cut her. So if they watched her step on the bottle, cut herself open, probably had some fragments go in the open wound because she's walking on literal glass at the time. How does this equate to Tory Lanez popped at her? Now, I do believe a gun was shot that night. Don't get me wrong. A gun was indeed shot that night. But I don't think that gun is what penetrated Megan Thee Stallion's skin.
What penetrated her skin?
Tory Lanez.
Ma'am, do you think we're gonna go to jail? What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
What woman you know who just...
No, bitch. You know who you got. You know who you sent to jail.
Right.
This guy shot is talking that calmly, is that composed, is that stoic. A gunshot victim is that composed, that stoic. It's kind of like somebody just sitting on the curb, man, like just waiting for the police to go away. Is that, come on, bro. Bro, anybody with a brain can look at this and say, bro, what are we doing here, bro? How do we go from this to somebody being in jail right now for 10 plus years? This is crazy.
Dang.
And they even show the hospital footage where Megan Thee Stallion is telling the doctors, yeah, I stepped on glass, it's whatever.
And so what happened with you were just one ball slipping
That's a big ass hand.
Yeah, she do got that.
She got some big ass mitts. God damn. Her hand's bigger than her head.
Right foot. I just stepped on glass the other day. So you were already hurt when you got into her. And at that point, your friends were running down from the hospital.
Pay attention to her saying, I stepped on glass the other day too. So she already had a...
This bitch is a barefoot skeezer.
This is an accident-prone whore.
No, but she walk around barefoot around glass and shit.
No, man.
God damn.
open wound. And that would make sense when we get to the gun and the bullet fragments and other things involved in this case. But I stepped on glass the other day too. So hence when she stepped on glass tonight, it just re-aggravated the open wounds she already had. They provided the full timeline to expose the story that Megan Thee Stallion told of, I tried to protect Tory Lanez initially, but the only reason I'm saying he shot me now is because he spoke out first. They provided a timeline to show that was an absolute lie. She did not say she stepped on glass initially to protect Tory Lanez, and she didn't change her mind because Tory Lanez spoke out first. That's a lie. So the timeline here goes. Megan posts about being shot on July 15, 2020. Megan names Tory Lanez to the police the following day on July 16th of 2020. Tory Lanez haven't gone public yet. July 27, Megan Thee Stallion goes live on Tory Lanez's birthday. Specifically, this was her first live. It goes on August 20th, Megan Thee Stallion publicly names Tory Lanez as the shooter. But she already named Tory Lanez as a shooter to the police already, okay? Damn. And she goes live on his birthday to taunt him. Continues. Daystar tweets for the first time. So this is when Tory Lanez first tweet to clear his name. Tory Lanez goes live October 20th. This is the first time Tory Lanez goes live to clear his name. So they like, hold on, bruh.
Jiffy Lube's fast 15-minute oil change service is even faster than Joey Logano doing a crossword.
If you told the police you like got shot, if like you got shot like the day afterwards, and you only told them you stepped on glass to protect Tory Lanez, then one, why'd you tell the police you got shot the day after? And then why did you go public naming Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez hadn't spoken or done any press whatsoever? Peep how Megan said in her statement, the narrative that's being reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate. She will claim that she was a victim, that she suffered a gunshot wound, and that they pulled bullets from out of her legs. She says, I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. Bullets?
They's removing bullets?
She shot multiple times.
She was laying there talking shit.
Are we going to jail? Are we all
Right. Even in the hospital, she was just chilling with the deputy. Nobody was removing no bullets. They ain't had no metal bucket. Ting, ting, ting.
Yo,
Pulling them out with pliers.
Sidebar, I think Daystar, which I was wrong. I thought it was Gay Star. Daystar is a fly rap name, son. To Tory Lanez, son. Should have used Daystar. It's a rap name.
Okay.
There was no bullets found in Megan Thee Stallion's leg. And the reason why Megan Thee Stallion was worried about being arrested, because if you look at the pictures they took at the police station of Kelsey's legs had nothing but cuts and scratches on it. Megan Thee Stallion did a number on Kelsey, and she bragged about it in her song. All right, you could literally see in the song the lyrics says, "Who will snitch? I ain't never went to the police," with no names. So this is a song called.
All this shit was a big ass scrap.
Yeah, she lying though.
It's a big ass scrap. I personally think somebody fired a gun in the air to break it up. Pow, your bitches break it the fuck up.
Right, get up off of her. You big body.
Shots fired by Megan Thee Stallion. She raps. Who a snitch? I ain't never went to the police with no names. I thought a bitch that got her chain snatched caught a loss has something to say. Hey, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that Kelsey, after getting whooped on by a woman 4 to 5 inches taller than her with about 50 pounds on her, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that she picked up a gun to defend herself?
Right, or it could have been like she grabbed a gun, Tory like, girl, stop, what are you doing?
I don't think so.
What that's got to do with
and
glass,
this storyline,
later on, and actually when you look at it like that, it sort of explains Tory's apology. Because the thing that had always had me tripping is like, yo, why are you gonna text her the next day? Apologize. He probably was apologizing he apologized for fucking her friend and starting the whole fight.
Right.
That's probably what he was apologizing for. Like, hey, I'm sorry. I you know what I'm saying? I got caught up.
Yeah, but then they turned it into something else.
Yeah.
Perspective lines up with what the only eyewitness said. What I think happened, my theory, is Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey got into a brutal fight. Tory Lanez tried to break it up. Kelsey grabbed a gun and fired shots at Megan Thee Stallion. The shots missed. However, the bullet fragments ricocheted. And they ricocheted and got into her foot due to the open wound she already had from stepping on glass in the prior days.
This nigga lost me.
Yeah. That's like
good all the way up into the.
You know how you got to put the star and the star in the circle. So you trying to put a star into a square,
right? There's no reason to say all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good, but
that's his philosophy. Yeah, let him do it.
Theory.
And then when they all got back in the vehicle, right? And when they all got back into the vehicle, I believe what took place was Megan Thee Stallion then hopped out the vehicle, stepped on glass further, re-aggravate the wound, made the wound look so much more crazy. The police said, what the heck is this?
I don't think so.
That's what happened. That's the only story that makes sense, and the eyewitness account backs that up. Here is Sean.
I think I think it, up to what he said, the whole gun in the exact same hole.
Push the bullet fragment.
I think the gun was probably fired, didn't hit nobody. She already had a fucked up foot. Then she stepped on glass again. Then she got back to the base, and Rock Nation was like, "How much do you fuck with this nigga Tory?"
Nah, what it was
like she just these said. Days, not at all.
It's like she said, "I don't want to mess the image up.
Well, this was going to happen." And then Tory heard on the news. He shot her. He's like, "What? Wait a minute!"
Bro, I swear to God, I ain't.
And then Tory want to be a real one and don't say nothing. Nigga, fuck all that.
Sean Kelly, the only eyewitness of this case, telling the police that he seen Kelsey shoot Megan Thee Stallion or fire shots at Megan Thee Stallion. The shots missed.
What about this eyewitness?
That's the bodyguard, I believe.
No. This is somebody else from the outside.
Oh, okay. It's another person altogether.
Wait. No, it isn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't really they were on my side. The girl opened the door. There was two girls fighting, and then they shot.
He British too, they don't lie.
Two girls.
There were two girls fighting.
Stop, man. We can't say that. Allegedly.
One Megan Thee Stallion and the other
Stop, man. Let it rock, man.
Tory Lanez did nothing.
She got out of the car.
Doors of the Escalade open and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one feet coming out trying to kick.
And Megan is a stallion.
And the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
The front. Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want
and it's loud with the cars.
I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously that's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming, she starts hitting the girl. The girl on the side, her feet come out, she starts to kick the girl away. Passenger.
That's how legs right.
That's how legs got
Get off of me, bitch. But Megan can fight.
Right, this big.
You know what I'm saying?
They get out, they start fighting here. They start fighting. The driver comes round and tries to sort of break it up. It gets a bit more violent. And between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back.
He's in the back of the car?
Nothing with the altercation.
Shaking
he
his
has
head
nothing
like,
right. And these hoes. Stop drinking.
Okay.
Taking the pokes.
Then the gun. Then the girl shoots it. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you? I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me.
Not a man. Right, not a man.
But it was dark, and I'm above, but
that's still a good angle. If you looking up, down at the action, you can see who's coming in and out, what doors and all that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Then the guy gets out again from the back.
And you want to know what happened to the only eyewitness who identified the woman shooting at Megan Thee Stallion?
He dead.
That eyewitness came to court, and when he got to court,
ribeye.
God damn
Must have cost a fortune, huh?
It's an Aldi thing.
Can you believe these aren't her real teeth? Aspen Dental's dentures are custom.
the prosecutors took him upstairs. Now, the eyewitness was the defense witness.
Right.
The defense was who called the eyewitness. The prosecutors didn't want to call the eyewitness. The defense called him. But when he got to court, Tory Lanez and his family watched the prosecutors take that eyewitness upstairs. And when he came back downstairs, he didn't speak to Tory Lanez, looked nobody in their eyes, went to the stand and completely changed up his story.
When we sat outside, my wife and I, we saw this gentleman come in and we sat down and it was identified for us that, oh, this is Mr. Sean Kelly. He's sitting across from us on the other side of the hallway. And as we sat there, this
nigga got on a medallion. I ain't seen one of them bitches in a long time. I got an
badge.
Africa medallion. Shout out to Tory Lanez father Lanez.
Right.
prosecution came out, one of their detectives or investigators rather, and one of the prosecutors, they took this gentleman, they went upstairs, I believe it was to the 14th floor at that time. By the time this man came down, the witness they did not want to call, this man came down and his testimony became so embellished with other nonsense that people who saw it just looked at it and said, this is crazy.
Imagine telling the police seconds, minutes after the incident, everything you just saw fresh on your mind.
Right.
And then a year and a half later, you go to tell that same story you told the police, and the prosecutors walk you upstairs, walk you back downstairs, and your entire testimony changed. Now, all of a sudden, you seen Tory Lanez shooting.
What do you think happened upstairs? You think Jay-Z was upstairs?
Man, it was lips.
Yeah, Jay-Z's lips was sitting in
the
the chair, he spun around and shit. Jay-Z's lips.
This to me is the corruptness that went on. Also, by the way, the owner of the gun, the prosecutor sealed that information. The owner of the gun, the name of the owner, got sealed. Nobody knows. All right. Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the gun. It was actually 0.01% of his DNA found. But what that means is that's damn near like a billion black people, right, share like 0.01% of DNA. So his DNA was now found on the gun. The eyewitness is saying Kelsey shot Meg. Megan Thee Stallion is admitting, hey, listen, man, I stepped on glass the other day. I already had an open wound. The gunshots probably got fired at her by Kelsey. She probably stepped on bullet fragments that went into her foot, bruh. And also, by the way,
stop with that. That is so unlikely. It's very odd.
Hey, hold up, man. This is story.
The bullet fragments that got pulled out of her foot, those bullet fragments mysteriously went missing. They can't be found. They lost the.
Because it wasn't on bullet fragments. It was only guns. The ricochet bullet went anywhere. They don't even know what the hell that thing was.
The only thing was in her foot was glass.
The only reason they brought up, probably the only reason they even brought up a gun is because they found a weapon and this dude up here said he had a weapon. That's how shooting got.
Right.
She was worried about going to jail for fighting and scratching this girl up and all that other stuff.
Right.
Tory Lanez was probably just chilling, like, you know.
And I'm gonna tell you the type of rap he is. And we talked about this the other day, man. It's all about image. It's all about perception. Like, you know what, this would be good for your career. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They
like,
might
it's
have.
gunfight.
Right.
You gonna beat this. She's not gonna press charges.
Yep.
And ain't a whole lot to it. This will go on your jacket. And you know, hey man, you can sell records off of this.
Yeah.
Then
he got talk to him.
Then he got 10 years and got stabbed up. It ain't work out the.
All a plan by Jay-Z's lips.
Nobody doesn't stop, son.
That was the mastermind.
No, it was the lady Desiree.
Allegedly.
What's her name? Desiree.
Desiree. It's a couple of us. Another girl named Sean.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let me know what you think. Was Megan a dirty, trifling, barefoot,
Don't.
nice young lady who set someone up?
Thank you, sir.
Let me know what you think, y'all. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please turn on your notifications.
So you know when we drop.
All right, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
All right, well, we did.
Kind of jacket he got on, son?
He got the little drummer boy.
He got on the Admiral's jacket.
Yeah. More Flacco, but not yet. We can wait a second for that
we
shit.
could be easy with him.
Look at this fucking face.
Yeah.
All right, here goes. This next video coming from the Celebrity Junk and my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Stephon Diggs is going out sad. Oh yeah, you was asking was Cardi B a good mother? She been sniffing cocaine on the boat. Doing some Diddy
nobody
type
said
shit.
we don't.
She left her family to go get into some Diddy activities with a football player.
Son, we don't know that, son.
Scandalous. Allegations. All allegations.
All allegations.
Your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As we know, Stephon Diggs has been trending for all of the wrong reasons. Every reason to do with Cardi B. And Cardi B was, I believe recently, they were on a yacht together with a bunch of females. Again, I don't know why they're with those ladies on that thing, but you know,
because they both like them hoes.
Like them hoes.
These bras ain't nobody. They just, they there for the pink cocaine.
Nah, they hoes.
He's there on the boat. They're listening to some Ja Rule and the shot.
They got a thickums on there. You normally don't see them this big
Yeah,
on the boat.
yeah. She got the big.
I ain't mad. I'm just saying it's unusual.
Auntie in the background. Then all of a sudden we hear something interesting in the back, and they're calling him, like, you know, what's my name? He's like, Daddy. They're touching all over his chest and things like that. Then the Negro does something like very stupid. He gives the lady pink Coke, you know what, right? Now,
how we
allegedly.
Allegedly.
It could have been Kool-Aid, man. He might have had
You know what I'm saying?
This is what he does. It's a legal substance and he gives him that. Then it gets all the way back to his new
Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with Rose Free Insurance Check. Just
team, the Patriots. And Mike Vrabel is forced to get out in front of this.
Well, it's something that we're aware of, and obviously we want to make great decisions on and off the field. And we're hoping that with our time here on the field today, and that when we don't have a script and we're on the call-up period.
Mike Vrabel used to be, he used to play for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Now he the coach. So
right. He know how it go. He don't really give a fuck. As long as that nigga show up to work.
Nah, he do, son. This a PR move. This is a terrible PR move, son. So they gotta address it.
Yeah,
like if they trying to get
nothing.
Yo, he on the yacht with a bunch of broads handing out pink cocaine.
It could have been soap powder. It could have been anything.
We don't know this.
That we're making great decisions.
Other pink stuff that come in baggies, like cotton candy base.
And so the message will be the same for all our players, that we're trying to make great decisions, and any conversations that I've had with Stefan will remain between him and I and the club.
Have you talked to him since the video?
I talk to our players every single day, the ones that are here and the ones that aren't.
So let me just say this. I get that, you know, you're not at football practice or you're in the off season and you're a multiple Pro Bowler, you're living your life, you're doing your thing. All praises to you, my brother. But can you explain to me why you are out here just handing other chicks pink snow cane? Can you?
Because he didn't know it was on camera on him.
Right.
Maybe
he did. Like, look, man, I got a couple of these. Okay, this is for you.
About to freak off.
This is for you.
Because Cardi was with him too, so they was about to go crazy. You know, Cardi like them.
She probably sniffing out the girl neighbor.
Yeah. They was about to,
allegedly.
They was about to turn up. And then y'all hating ass niggas coming with these punk cameras. That's why.
Tell me why. I don't need to know everything, but can you tell me why you're with the pink snow cane, my brother? Can you please express to me why you have that? Why are you giving it to them on camera? And why do you think that's okay? If I'm Offset and this is a dude that you are dealing with, I'm thinking God. I'm thinking like, you know what? This is what she's doing. Yeah, this is exactly.
You're not thinking that because he used to do the shit too.
Like, but not on camera.
He like, damn.
I'm gonna take her to court. This is a divorce case. This is all helping him. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn, now she sniffed the pink cocaine with him.
What I thought she was gonna be, yes, this is it. She's dusty as hell. She is extremely down bad. Okay, and Stefon Diggs, I just don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. I don't know why you're like this. I don't know why you're this dusty. I don't know why you're down bad. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. But it's bad when your coach got to get out in front of it, especially you are a veteran player. I could see it if it's a guy that just got in the league. Then for me, I'll understand it. I would. I'm like, okay. I mean, you're still stupid, but you know, if you're a guy and you do this and you're a rookie, okay, I can see it a little better. I mean, I still would think that you're the dumbest person on planet Earth. I would still believe that. But I just can't see this for somebody like you. I just can't. I think that this is a problem. I think that
we already heard he a wild boy.
Yeah.
We already heard this ain't nothing new. This is just adding on to the rest of the antics.
I think the only problem is he not even caught that they got him on camera. I mean, personally, I don't mess around like that. But if people want to do stuff in their own private time, party on, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you're right. It's the off season,
It's off season. I mean, he got caught out there. Looks bad on his team. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But you know, he's trying to live his life.
So what O'Shea is, and shout out to O'Shea.
Yeah,
man,
shout out to one of the hardest working ones in the business.
He
man.
be hustling, man.
Yeah.
What he's saying is, in Offset's behalf, if he to go to court, because that's what he's saying, he want like $50,000 a month, custody kids and all that. Whatever.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, man,
this does not look good.
Yeah, my ex-wife is out here on a yacht. She spoke. Where are my children?
Doing that Diddy stuff.
Yeah, she out there.
And honestly, yeah. And where are the kids?
Yeah, where the kids, man? You know what I mean? My kids need to be picked up, man.
Right.
And she out
How
here
long
on
that
the
stuff
yacht.
lasts?
Right.
If you even right once you get home,
up
you
for these
right
broads'
around-
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
This is basically down bad. I think that all of this is just ridiculous. And I just want to know why. I want to know, bro. I just need to know. And some of y'all.
Are you advertising your business on YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. Right here. And if not, why not?
Baby mamas is falling for dudes like this. I think it's great. I think they're doing you a favor. I think that if you see your baby mama struggling with this, I think here's the opportunity for you to say, damn, this is who I was actually trying to be with. What is wrong with me? Like, what was I thinking about? What was I doing? Something, I'm down bad. I'm ridiculously down bad.
Nah, O'Shea talking about the actual actions. I'm telling you, that ain't far from how Offset get down. Allegedly, I don't know him. But what I'm saying is, that's just common party lifestyle for them. I don't think that's too crazy.
Maybe.
Because look, this is not her forever dude. She just met dude for real.
She's married to
she
him,
just
man.
no. I'm talking about Diggs.
Oh,
and she very comfortable.
Yeah,
She ain't tripping about no peak cocaine and none
She
of that
there.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not a problem for her.
but she probably could beat this in court. They could say, look, he didn't hand it to her. She was on the other side of the boat.
Right.
She ain't want no parts of
One
it.
could argue what kind of person you gonna be having around these kids.
True indeed.
You know, so they say. Anyway, let me know what you think, y'all. Is Cardi a terrible mama?
Is Offset right?
Right. It's Stephon Diggs, a extra fast running back now, apparently, because
He got pink cocaine.
right. I heard that pink thing is crazy.
Chill.
All right. Next story. Mike check.
1, 2.
All right, Fat Joe and Jadakiss react to Tupac pulling a bang bang on them after Suge Knight bailed out Tupac from jail. This is a very detailed story. Here we go.
Tupac Shakur, one of the most prolific rappers in the world. I think the realest rapper in the world ever. Just my opinion, right? Every time I seen Tupac, if we talking violence and we talking that, he was in some shit
Fat Joe has the fake hobo beard.
What?
You know, like the old, like a clown or something like that, with the painted on.
Stop. A
This
hobo
shit, this nigga with the stick, with the little bag on the stick, and
with the
shit.
little bandana.
The
With
little bandana. He got one of them beards and shit.
Jesus Christ.
And it's always the same color his clothes. He always wear brown clothes now that he got a little brown beard. It's the strangest thing I ever seen.
single time I laid eyes on him. I look at him, yo, you seen such and such pulling out the hammer in the middle of the club. Yo, over here, they was bootlegging tapes. He beat up like 25 Africans on 125th. I'm watching him, broad daylight, putting in work everywhere I go. When I met him, he had a red bandana with 2 guns. I didn't even know who it was. I'm in Atlanta, he come up, yo, crack. I don't know who he is. I'm looking. Method Man is there. We in a cypher. It's one of them conferences. He pulled that, yo, it's Pop. That's how I met Tupac Shakur.
The first time I ever seen him was in Atlanta too, at Jack the Rap.
Did he have 2 guns? That's where I was at, Jack the Rapper.
Jack the Rapper.
He didn't do that to you.
No, I didn't.
Did it to me.
Jadakiss don't never age.
He just the same.
Right. He's just starting like a little stud now. Though. He's looking like,
Shine, leave him alone, man.
Because the old stud.
We bumped with Kiss, man. He one of the last ones. I will give
one
it
of the
to him.
greatest that ever did it.
He one of the last ones. There's a lot of these dudes, man. They fugazi. Kiss, he stand up. He pretty stand up.
Right.
Well, you was at that Jack the Rapper.
I was there.
I wonder if it was the same one.
It had to be the same one. The girl was like, I seen your age on the cake. I thought you was way younger. You was at the Jack the Rapper, the same one.
Now you just gonna put me
I'm
at every
just
event
saying,
you was at.
yo,
'cause you-
listen,
Oh,
you was at the same one. I thought you was like 10 years behind me. But you
Man,
was
now
at the
this
same
everywhere
one.
you
Hold
was
up.
at. You was at the
Nah,
Fever. You
we
was
in
at
front
the
of-
Fat
listen,
Fest. I
we
was
in
3
front of-
years
listen,
old
you
with
was
this.
there. Listen, we was at the motherfucking hotel, and the girl kept going, Death Row's in the house, Long Beach, Compton. The girl that was in the Chronic, she was singing that shit out there. Death Row's in the house.
Oh, the real that lady. You know the song?
Compton. Son, that not for you to do it, son.
Compton.
Long Beach. And I was like, you know, we just kept making us sing that, but Tupac pull up. My point is, he gets locked up. Let's just say the white people in the record label, no matter how much he was selling, no matter how much we seen him on TV, no matter what, they did not go in that bag
to bail him out. This is the number one rapper.
No, hell no, because Pac was a little bit too revolutionary. They was gonna let him sit. They was gonna let him sit up. Pac was one of the ones that could have saved what's happening right now. His attitude towards hip hop crossed the gangsterism with the revolutionary, and it could have helped bring it back a little bit because without artists like Pac, we clearly see where the culture's gone completely off a deep cliff, and now we got drill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Drill rap.
At the time, you couldn't escape Tupac. Tupac was on the news. He was on everything. He was selling so many millions of records. They did not bail this man out. It took Suge Knight to come from L.A. to bail out Tupac. That's how he got signed to Death Row, right? So if you think the record label's coming to bail you out, I know they support you at the beginning or whatever. You got Lil Durk right now. Lil Durk is facing life. Right? If you think he's thinking, I don't know, man. God bless him if he's thinking the record label.
I don't know about none of that.
Well, they can't. Kiss about that. Opt out of that shit.
Yeah. Nah, I want his opinion.
Yeah, but Durk ain't in a situation where bail.
It ain't looking good.
Ain't much they could do for boy.
But fast forward the times from Pac to Durk. He's making mad off. He got mad. He's trying to put up mad M's, buildings, they're denying his bail thus far. But Pac didn't have that to put up.
Right.
So,
man.
That is true. Because remember, Pac came down on appeal. Suge put $1 million on it.
He got about
to get him out. Get him out. So yeah, he was already convicted. It wasn't even a bail situation.
Right.
People forget how that went down. Shit,
Right, he was live. Remember that Mike Tyson shit,
technically,
all
when
that?
Pac died, he was out on bail. He was still fighting the case because he didn't beat it. They pulled him out, and some people argue, allegedly, this Suge worked him like he did because he knew. That's why we still getting Tupac albums now. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Listen.
Is it like a...
It goes
How you
back.
feel about that with the times? Because as big as Pac was, he should have had... You don't think he should have been able to get out without Suge?
It's back. It goes. He ain't have it.
No, but you just said he was everywhere on the news.
He was, but he didn't have that bag. He didn't have that bag, or he would have bailed himself out. He didn't have.
Right. Plus was the $1 million cash, plus whatever lawyer fees was required to get that whole thing back down on appeal.
Death Row had it though.
Yeah,
Suge
of
got
course,
it.
right.
That's
Suge-
why he shot, like you said, he got him uptown. Suge, he was like, "Look, man,
I'm
you
gonna get my
sign
money
with us?"
back. He wasn't worried about that.
No doubt.
The money.
Pac a real loyal dude, so he was like, "Yo," and I got a soldier, and it really. Because prior to that, Death Row was what's up for years with Dre and all that.
Snoop, Dre,
but
all
Pac
that.
took it to
Corrupt.
another level. Pac
took it to a whole nother level.
To bail himself out. Sometimes we living day by day. We just living by different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why is it fucked up
we out here.
situation? Because Dirk got the
Everybody,
money,
you think
and he
you
can't
check the
get out.
check? You think you check the check? You working every day, check the check. We check the check. If we buying $300,000 watches, homes, and everywhere, we check
That's why
the
you
check.
gotta keep working.
Nah, that's why you gotta. No, that's why you gotta not do that. You gotta make better decisions with your money. That's not the right.
No doubt.
I mean, work if you want, but let me know what you think, y'all. How does this fit into the whole landscape of everything?
The entertainers,
right? The entertainers is Tupac. Would he have handled things differently had it been now? Had the situation turned? You know what I mean? Could he have made a difference in hip hop? Could Tupac have stopped drill music?
I got my own opinion, man. I don't know.
What you think?
You don't want to hear my opinion right now.
All right. My brother sound irritated. All right, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
All right, the title of this video is Diddy is exposed for committing more crimes on trial. What? What, he threatening witnesses or something? What is he doing?
I don't know, man.
He might be in there like, I want you. I like you.
I like you.
If everything is uncovered and Diddy is responsible, he could be seeing himself facing another charge. Diddy has an ex-girlfriend called Gina.
Oh, that's the one he kicked the baby out the belly. They said he kicked the baby
stop.
out the
I
belly.
remember.
I didn't say it. She
no,
said it.
you did because you said something about the linoleum floor.
Right,
and
the
all
baby
that.
slid. Like,
Dating her and Cassie at the same time. Gina was set to testify against Diddy. Then all of a sudden, she disappeared. Prosecutors can't find her. Nobody know where she's at. If Gina takes a stand and testify against Diddy, that's the nail in the coffin. Gina is the only woman so far who has gone public about her treatment from Diddy, and is very similar to what Cassie is alleging. But the only difference here is Gina came out about 5 years ago against Diddy. She did a whole tell-all interview with Tasha K breaking
We
down
saw
the
it.
treatment she received from Diddy, and it was horrible. At the time, we all thought she was a clout chaser. Looking back, she was probably 100% accurate about everything she said. But Gina is currently missing. They can't find her. They can't bring her to testify in court. Where is Gina? Well, Diddy long-term bodyguard Gene Deal, he believes he knows where Gina is, and he believes he knows exactly why Gina went missing.
More to come, bro, because what the prosecution or the defense trying to do, the defense is trying to, you still got Gina, and the prosecution or the defense was trying to tell the prosecutor, well, she's not a witness. She's not a witness. They want the prosecution to hurry up to bring Gina in so Gina could paint the picture that like everything was consenting because she's been paid off.
Well, the frick
paid off?
Done. And sometimes when I'm trying to make flashy edits like this, I also get pretty intimidated.
And this is the one that disappeared, right?
Yeah, this is the one who disappeared. This is the one who they could get her. There's nowhere she could go that the federal government, if they want you, that you can't be gotten.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? If the federal government wants you that bad, you'll be gotten, bro. It's too much technology, photo imaging. There's nowhere she could go. She Asian. You know what I'm saying? Half Asian or whatever like that.
I don't know what they got to do anything. Nothing.
She might like Chinese food, rice or whatever like that. She got to go somewhere to get something to eat. You know what I mean?
Black people so racist.
Hell no, that's no comment.
I love it though.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. So now she come and she testified in behalf of Diddy. They want the prosecution to bring her in. They know she's a hostile witness. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be here, this, that, and other. She made a post, I'd rather be in Chanel and all this other shit like that. That's the girl who took off the payment. She took the $2 million payment from Diddy and them.
I heard he punched a YouTuber in the mouth yesterday. No, earlier today.
Who punched the YouTube in the mouth?
Gene Deal.
So he going to court too.
I'm probably put right in there with Diddy.
When she got on Tasha K, I think Diddy may have gave her $2 million or something like that. Got her in school, gave her an apartment out in LA, still was messing with him. Oh man, brainwashed. But she did talk to the federal government. They do have emails and everything from her and her lawyer. So she had to be somewhat involved in that.
Right, he always claimed to know stuff, but he been out the loop for years.
Right. Nigga, you know.
He ain't seen Diddy and God knows when.
Right.
Understand? It's a lot of stuff. They said they got 6 more weeks of testimony.
She went from fully cooperating with the feds, sitting down with them, her lawyers going back and forth with the feds. She's meeting with the feds, letting them know everything they need to know. And then when trial starts, she don't want to take the stand no more. That's because that bag came in. So now she got gone because she understands that when she takes that stand and perjure herself, she could go to jail. Diddy and them gave her that check for, hey, if they find a way to bring you to court, bro, you gotta let them know, bro, that you lied, that that Diddy ain't do nothing to you or you don't remember. But she knows, bro. Listen, you take the stand and you try to pull that in federal court, that show behind.
Right, they put you in jail. So she's just like, I'm out of here. She went back
got low.
You is out of here. So her best bet is just disappear until the trial is over.
Right.
And then deal with the consequences later. But
they're gonna be contempt. She might do 2 days in jail or something stupid like that. If it really go down, it should be fine. Just hide out.
If the feds discovered that Diddy gave Gina any form of compensation, any form of money after they talked to her, bro, he could get charged with like witness intimidation, bribery, all type of stuff, bro. As a matter of fact, the RICO case he's currently fighting is for arson, bribery, forced labor. So if they find out, bro, he bribed another witness, bro, tack that on, bro. It's over with. Patterns is the key to a conviction in this case. And with Gina, her story is so similar to Cassie that it's going to be almost impossible for Diddy to overcome if she comes to court and tell it. If you guys don't know, when Gina went on Tasha K, she told a story of verbal violations, physical violations, even came when she was pregnant. And she really told a story of how Diddy preyed on her when she was really young. Just like when Cassie was really young, Cassie allegedly that Diddy preyed on her. How, the violations began pretty early in their relationship, just like Cassie said. Right? The manipulation, just like Cassie said. So here is Gina explaining some of the things she went through with Diddy.
Now let's talk about the physical abuse.
Ow, Tasha.
If you're okay, are you okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just a short haircut.
So obviously you terminated baby one because you loved him.
Mm-hmm.
How long after you guys started dating is when did the physical abuse start?
The first time it ever happened, which was not even like that long into the relationship, because I met him in February, and then it was probably like the beginning of May, because we were at Meek Mill's birthday.
Okay.
So he was hitting her and Meek Mills.
Right, together.
Had like a mansion party, and we went, but while we were there, I was sitting here, and then Puff, and then Meek, but I was like covered with like a stand or something, like probably says like "Happy Birthday, Meek" or something like that, but it's like a little stand that like was covering me, because there was like a lot of cameras and stuff there. So it was like me, Puff, and Meek. Puff had like leaned forward to like talk to somebody, say hi or whatever. And so I turned over to Meek and I said, "Happy birthday." He put his hand out and then he was like, "Thank you." So I reached his hand and shook it. And as I shook Meek's hand, he turned around and saw it, and he got so mad.
Damn.
Wow.
Right, I don't want my two broads shaking hands. How my two women shaking hands behind my back?
He ain't want her putting her hands on me. Putting goddamn hands on Meek Mills.
And then we probably like stayed like 20 minutes after that happened. And then when we got in the car, he like grabbed my hair. We were in the one of those Escalade trucks.
Okay.
So I was sitting on this side, he was on the other side, and he like grabbed my hair and like cussed me out for doing that. He was like, "Why? Can I cuss?"
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, "Why you shaking his hand for like just saying stuff like that?"
It was
I
just
was
like
like
a jealous rage.
Yeah, I was like, I was just saying happy birthday, nothing else. I think he thought I was trying to be sneaky behind his back, because I like reached over when he like leaned forward to talk to somebody else. So he thought I was trying to be sneaky.
And you were how old at this time?
I was 22 probably.
Wow. Okay.
And then he did this. So King Los was sitting in the back.
Okay.
And then when we
shout out Los, be more.
Got to the hotel, it got even worse. And he took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me, and then he like mushed my face and like really hard and made my nose bleed.
This is eerily similar to the Cassie situation. Right. Cassie told a story of Diddy being in a jealous fit of rage and attacking her in a black truck afterwards as well. And then
after touching Meek Mills?
Why you keep throwing Meek Mills in it, man?
I'm just saying.
And dragging her to the hotel. It's the exact same story. But Gina told this story 4 years ago before Cassie lawsuit. Right? So again, just us watching what Diddy did in that hotel, this story to me is credible, and I have no reason to think that she's lying. I feel like at this point, Diddy is guilty until he's innocent. When it comes to DV, the trafficking charges, I don't know. But when it comes,
shout out Piazzo, howdy,
the domestic violence, come on, bro, come on, Diddy, all right, stop it. And the thing is this too, though, he's doing this in front of other people, so there are eyewitnesses. The Dawn Richards chick who testified.
Right.
In her lawsuit, she actually recalled this story taking place because she was there. But like her lawyers made a mistake and said that Cassie was in the story when it wasn't Cassie. It was actually about Gina. And when she testified,
right, he's like some black in these.
It got brought up, and she said, "Oh no, they made a mistake. That wasn't about Cassie. It was about somebody else. The somebody else was Gina." So she would also tell Tasha K about a time when she was pregnant. And Diddy brutalized her when she was pregnant and made her lose her baby.
Can you name a few more instances?
The other time was he had caught me texting another man. We was in Miami, and it got really crazy that time.
There are plenty of bad excuses for not buckling your seatbelt. It rubs my neck.
We was upstairs and he had like, we were in his closet and he like pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he like stood over me. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like punching me like this. Like he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head and I was just like covering my face. And he did that and then after he got done doing that, he like, cause he was standing, his legs were like in between me, so he stomped on my stomach like really hard and I like took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe and he kept hitting me and I was like pleading to him like, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he like stopped for a little bit. He like grabbed my hair from the back and like was like punching the back of my head, cause he was just avoiding my face when he was like hitting me.
Yo, if she make it to trial,
it's gonna be a problem.
It's already a problem.
It's gonna double down on what we already see.
Right. You know they got Capricorn. They said Capricorn says she got she got kidnapped every day for a week. Her first week working there, they kidnapped her. They throw a bag over her head.
It kidnapped her and did what?
Made her take a lie detector test all day, and then they dropped her off. They gave her a break for lunch.
And then she come back the next day.
Right, they let her run to Chipotle real quick. Come back.
Son, chill, man. Don't tell that, man.
All right, man. That's the last story of the evening. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please turn on your notifications.